Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mo. I'm a working mom who's on her journey to reach financial freedom. On this channel, we're going to be talking about all things budgeting, debts, and savings. If that's something you're interested in, press that subscribe button. I'd love to have you here. We are loosely Ramsey inspired, all while keeping in mind that this is real life. So without further ado, welcome to The Real Budget. Okay, welcome to my budget with me for April. I'm gonna go ahead and put another sheet under here. I like to write a little hard. And y'all bear with me, there's some blue marking that bled through from my last video on this, but it's the last monthly budget sheet I have for now until I change my formatting. So we're gonna use it. This is for April of 2024. This month, we will start with my income. Now, if you did not watch my March closeout, you need to watch that because March was a magic month for us, but my third paycheck, my magic paycheck, is really gonna be used for April. So I decided to move it on over here. And so I project this month, I'm gonna make $8,400. I'm gonna bring that home. I project my husband in his regular job will bring home $3,200. I project that my husband's side hustle number 1, he will bring home $975. And then my husband's side hustle number 2, I project that he will bring home $374. All right, so all of this together in the month of April, I project we will have $12,949 to work with. Fixed expenses, rent. I think we will pay about $1,855. Bills. This is a category I adjusted from last month, and I'm projecting $750 this month. That includes water, gas, electricity, phone bill, Wi-Fi, the good things, you know. We have one car payment. Our other car is paid off. So this SUV, we have a payment of $665. Subscriptions. That is something we're trying to cut down. For some reason last month it was higher than I thought it was going to be. So I'm just going to go ahead and write that amount again until I can figure out what we can cut out. Our credit card payments, totaling all together, I think we'll pay $640 for the minimum payments on those. Our student loans. We have 3 groupings of student loans, and altogether, I believe we'll pay $875. That's a very large payment. The majority of it is mine. If you guys go look at my first video, it's my original debt confession. Our largest debt is about $128,000, and it is just my student loan. I have 3 degrees, but that is no excuse to have that much in student loans. They can get you when you're young, I guess. And so I am currently, that's at the bottom priority of paying things off. I'm just paying the minimum that's due. But in May, I may, fingers crossed, y'all please say a prayer for me. I may be getting a different job that will help me pay off that student loan. It's one of the perks of that job. So we will see. Childcare. My mother watches our daughter when we both are working. I have a toddler. And it is a true blessing that my mother comes because, my daughter loves her. She's comfortable with her. But also she charges us near nothing. So this month, I believe we'll pay $450 to her. We have other debts that are not student loans or our credit card or our car. And we expect to pay $410 on that this month. That is down from the $750 it was last month because we paid off our Amazon loan, which I'm just now remembering I did not put in our March closeout. It wasn't like I forgot to write the number, I just forgot to check it off. Anyway, and then insurance. We have a few insurance policies, car, renters, blah, 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 blah. Everything all together, I think might be $350. Variable expenses, I'm gonna write food at home, which is groceries. I budget about $300 a week, so I'm gonna say $1,200 here. Gas, I'm gonna say we spend about $250. I hope it's lower than that. My husband has a work vehicle, so we don't pay for gas for that. So he does have to fill up his truck. It's on average about once a month. But we are going to be starting some significant yard work in our backyard this month, so I think we'll have to fill up a little bit more. So I'm hoping $250 will cover it. Eating out, a category we've been working diligently on since January. In January, we probably spent about $1,100 eating out before I started budgeting. This month, I hope we spend $600 or less. We do a gas station trips category. Nobody's fighting me on this one. That one's not going away. It is what it is. It's my husband's luxury. He doesn't ask for a lot of luxuries in his life, and that man deserves it. So I budget about $200 there. We like to go on at least one date a month. I budget $200 in case we have to have childcare. And then we have a family fun category. I budget about $200 for that too. That's anytime we take the kids to do something fun, anytime we have a barbecue. Then I say we have a household category. Now in March, I went severely over that when I budgeted $100. But sorry about that hair, y'all. But I think we got a lot of things. And then we're not planning on having company this month, so I'm gonna try it at $100 again, and I'm gonna see how we do. Personal hygiene, I'm gonna up to $100. I went back and looked at some receipts from my grocery trips, and I do think we spent more on personal hygiene than the $70 I had allotted for. And then I'm expecting we have some medical bills that are gonna come in this month. I am not really sure exactly how much they're gonna be, but I'm estimating $300. So let me put these two totals here together real quick. I'm expecting $6,185 in fixed expenses, and I'm expecting $3,150 in variable expenses for the month of April. And then that goes down to sinking funds. Y'all let me know, but I feel like right now my sinking funds and my variable expenses are like one and the same because we don't cash stuff. And we're not far enough ahead to where like I'm saving up for a vet bill for the next year. So I kind of just like write them where I want to write them. Eventually I'd like these to be things we, put in a savings account ahead of time. Kindness, I'm allotting $50. Gifts, I have a baby shower to go to. I'm allotting $40. Spending, let's say we'll spend $100 in that this month. I told y'all we are gonna start our yard work. Our backyard does not grow grass. It is shaded in so many areas. And as some of y'all in the South know, April showers bring May flowers, okay? But we're in the April showers. And when you have rain and no grass, what does that equal? It equals mud. And my dogs just track in mud all month long. They did it all of March, and I cannot do it anymore. So we are starting a backyard project. I think it's gonna be pretty expensive. But for this month, I'm gonna allot $200. I know it's gonna be more than that later, but maybe the work that we just do this month will be $200. I have a miscellaneous category. I'm gonna put $124 there. The 24 is just to make this all an even number towards the end. That's anything that comes up. Last month, y'all know I had to replace my windshield in my car. Let's pray something that expensive does not happen again, but that's the kind of thing that would go in this category. And then I am throwing a baby shower for a dear friend in May. So I know I'm gonna have to be buying several things for that this month. So I'm gonna put $100 there. And then I did not pre-add that part up, so let me add that up. $614. And that leaves us with extra debts. Real quick before I say this number, I know this says savings. I'm going to change this whole thing. Right now it says savings. We already hit our baby step number 1 by having a $1,000 emergency fund. So we're on baby step number 2, so we're focusing on extra debts right now. And we have quite a bit to work with because I decided to roll over my extra income. We are gonna have $3,000 to pay towards extra debts this month, which is so wonderful. But I just wanna remind you guys real quick, we are going to Alaska this summer. My sister-in-law is getting married. She is from Alaska, so the wedding will be there. It cost quite a bit of money to get to Alaska and to stay in Alaska in the summer, from where we are at least. A huge chunk of the expense was going to be flying out there. So we found a promotional deal with a specific airline where if we spent a certain amount of money on a card, we would get a companion pass for the whole year and then about enough points to book one of the round trip flights, which will help a lot with the money. The caveat there is, as I have mentioned before, these airlines do not run these deals out of the goodness of their heart. Okay. So they're banking on the fact that you'll pay enough in interest to negate these airline tickets that they're giving away. So we're gonna try our best to not let that happen, and I'm gonna be super transparent with you guys. So all of that to be said, that we rolled over about $2,000 on that airline card from March that we plan to pay off, if not by the end of this April, by the end of May. It does not have any interest earned right now. The interest will not hit till the end of April. So I'm going to pay off as much as possible until then. We obviously will have enough to pay it off completely, but there are other things that we need to be paying with extra debts as well. So that brings me to, I have a few goals. The first one is our next smallest debt. That is iPhone number 2. I hope we pay that off. It's sitting at about $305. So I hope that we pay that off. Sometimes I go back and forth on whether that should be next. Like, I want us to use a snowball method, but I also want us to not be charged an arm and a leg in interest every month, and our phones are not acquiring any interest. Or accruing any interest, I should say. But I guess I'm gonna write that as our next goal. And then that brings us to our next one here. I hope we pay off our iPhone number 3. If we do that, every iPhone in our family plan will be paid off. So our phone bill will be significantly lower. This one is sitting at about $507, so we will see there. And then finally, I would like us to pay off our airline card. Now, I don't know if we're gonna be able to make it work doing all 3 of these with that $3,000. I certainly hope so. We're gonna work hard to do it, but that would be my third goal. If not, as much as we can get paid off before the end of April, before too much interest hits. So that is the end of my April budget, guys. At the very end, I will tell y'all how much we did get charged in interest this month, how much is remaining, and then I will tell y'all how much we were able to book the flights for versus how much they were going to be without this deal, based on the math that we have done. So that'll be exciting. My next video I'm going to upload will be my first paycheck of April / last paycheck of March check-in, how much we spent. So it has been really good to be with you guys today. Thank you for bearing with me in my last video when I had to change up my March budget. And I'm excited, you guys. I've started this journey in February, and we have already paid off so many little debts. There's been so many little wins. And I can kind of see a light at the end of the tunnel for us, even though we have so much left to go. And then hopefully I'll be able to update y'all on whether I move to a new job or not. So that's all. Until next time, bye.